Welcome to the Lovely Radio Show with your host, Miss Toy, bringing the love back to radio with quality music owned by the artists and producers, and bringing you updates and content for my lovely listeners. We have another special guest tonight, and he coming from New Orleans. He's gonna give y'all some updates. I got Mr. 16 in the building with me. What's up, Mr. 16?
How you doing? How you doing? How everybody doing, man? It's great to be here.
Man, I'm thankful, what I'm saying? Shout out to King Tech, what I'm saying, for even introducing me to a lot of great artists. And even I've been playing a part in listening to some of y'all music along the way. And I feel like that's the best way for a radio host like me and also an artist to get to know new artists. So can you give us a little background and so we can get an update on who you are?
I am Mr. 16, government name Ravenel Pollard from New Orleans, Louisiana, born and raised. So I'm in North Carolina right now, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just another artist trying to spread the word, what I'm saying? Be a vessel to this music.
Yes, and we have some great music that we've already listened to. You have some positive music, and I know coming from, ruins, like you said in your bio,
Mm,
Katrina. We had a lot of people that once
mm.
Katrina hit, came to California. I was blessed to know and meet some of the great artists and people that was moved from New Orleans at that time. So, where was you at that time in your music? Well, what was going on with you?
Uh, I was actually around that time. I was just in the writing stage.
Mm.
I didn't record until I graduated from high school and I first moved to Hawaii. I
I
stayed
love
in Hawaii. Yeah, I stayed. It's beautiful out there. I
it
stayed
is.
in Hawaii for like 4 months, and I recorded my first EP.
Okay. So how
And
did
when
that go?
I heard myself for the first time, so it was kind of it was amazing to me for real. Like I never thought I'd be able to just get into a studio and be comfortable enough to record something.
Yeah. But then you was shining for your city at that time. You feel me? It's like everything happens for a reason. It's closure, then there's a new door open. So
Right.
the door got kicked open by Mr. 16. So then after that, what happened?
I took it more serious. I took it a lot more serious. I started I started reaching out to people, trying to get beats, trying to open up for shows, and I started doing that. I don't know if you know the basketball player, Josh Howard from North
Josh.
Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Josh.
I did a show for him. He hosted an event, and we did a show in North Carolina for him.
It's a
So
lot
that
of
was
athletes that support music and also do music as well. So, that's always a good look. You
mm-hmm.
get on stage with some people who already have a following and a name, and then by the time you get to, hearing that other people on the West Coast and Midwest and you know what I'm saying, start hearing about you, that's when you start really feeling like you gotta really put in some work because you're like, wait a minute, I know people ain't heard my music over here and over here, and I'm just right. So, when you traveling around and doing what you got to do, sometimes when you doing music, it makes you really, it's spontaneous sometimes. Hey, mom, what's up? I got my loved ones in the building. Turbo, what's the business? It's spontaneous. Do you think that, being in this business early was a good, a better outlook for you for now? Because, everything is digital.
Uh, it taught me a lot. I'll tell you that it taught me a lot. Like just
You
being an
definitely,
artist from where I started to where I'm at right now. If you was around me through that process, and you would know the growth. Like I grew from a lost artist to not wanting to do music no more for 6 months to
Mhm.
back doing it with a purpose.
That's right. That's right. And it is, important that you guys listen to a lot of the artists. I know a lot of the titles that I use on my records. You can go straight to it. You know what I mean, and know what I'm talking about. Like Roses, my new single. It's like I want to have, I want to enjoy the flowers while I'm here. So you have some dope titles as well. Can you give us some of your titles of your new records?
I got Pray For Me.
See, already off top. Pray for me. Already.
Yeah. Better Days. Mm, none of them.
Pray for me. Talk about that one because that's really. I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I lined that question up like that because we all have to have that music that reaches other people. Even though we're going through something and we're putting the music together, it actually can reach other people and help them. I feel like that title alone has a deep story behind it. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it's a deep story because just growing up, being that person who was going through it, and seeing somebody else who you can talk out of it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to paint that picture of somebody who can pass down. How I want to say this,
Because
the
that's
experience, and let the experience and let them know it's a different path.
yeah, yeah,
Like you don't have to go through this. This is a choice. But
yeah.
if you go this route, then the grass is greener over there.
Yeah. And I'm an example. I'm trying to tell you, you don't have to do this route. You know what I'm saying? My song will give you that example and that push to let you know you can go this route or you can experience it on your own, which a lot of times nowadays everybody is trying to experience something new on their own and they're making their own path. But the blueprint is still important. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, when you learn a little bit about the business, you could share it in your music or you could share it in some kind of other way. But as long as you're reaching other people besides just the killing that's in the music, you know what I'm saying? The disrespect that's in the music. And for us, we go through so many things. That's why I started to show off talking about Katrina, even during the pandemic, it's a lot going on in the world where you keep doing music. And I feel like if you're still doing music with, you know what I'm saying, and you grinding and making them hardcore songs still, even with all of this bullshit going on, you are
Yep.
an incredible artist. So I commend you for, staying on your pen, man. Stay on their head, So in this process of you doing, are you working on new music right now?
See, that's the thing. If it's a passion, you're gonna always do it.
Exactly. No matter where you at.
That's my difference between a rapper and an artist. A rapper just raps occasionally. They make occasional songs. An artist, he's always working. His mind's always working. Every 5 minutes, I got a beat in my head that nobody hear.
Yeah. Some
So
lyrics.
I'm writing, even if it's on a pad or my phone or in my head.
I love that. Yeah. Shout
So
out to my that's
I'm
in the
really
building.
always working. Say that
K
again.
I say shout out to my producers that's in the building. I got two of them in the building, one West Coast, KYs, and one PA on the East Coast, JPad the Juggernaut. You know, it's good to see artists making their own music. You know what I'm saying? Producing and also writing and you know what I'm saying, developing other things for the vision. And I
Yes,
know the
ma'am.
vision is huge. But who are some of the producers that you like working with that share your vision?
Uh, I have my favorite producer, one of my favorite producers, JL Beats, and I have my producer who I've always been getting beats from. His name is Ace Boogie. He's
Mm-hmm.
from Jersey. He's from Jersey, but he actually lives like not like 2 houses away from me.
Right now. See, that's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah,
But yeah, it's a couple of them.
I
Like
love.
I got one in New Orleans. His name is VLE.
Mm-hmm.
So
Pray for them,
I
man.
got a
That's
few.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, as artists, I love making sure that I work with, artists that and producers that have a
Um,
wide range. What kind of range are you on right now? Because it goes up, it goes down. You know what I'm saying? We in different kind of modes. Where you at right now with your artistry?
I'm open. I'm open like a book. I'm open minded. I'm I'm actually trying to do working on something like a hip hop country. I've been wanting to do a country song forever.
Okay, I
But
love that.
I just been watching different artists. Like I go to YouTube and I type in country music and I just listen to it, just try to get the feel of it.
Yeah. Shout out to Ashley Martin. What's up, Ashley? Stepped in the building with us. And me and JPad just finished my rock hop hip hop
Mm,
album. because I love different genres of music as well. Like doing rock is one of my, things that I love. I know we created all of this music, you know what I'm saying? It comes from us. So when you saying you want to do country music, that's what you know you gonna do. You gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if we got any producers out there that want to do some country tracks for Mr. 6ixteen, you feel me? I'll definitely jump on that.
I'm here. I'm here for it. And I actually did a rock like a rock song, like a pop song. I
That's
just never. I mean, it is out. As a matter of fact, it's
it's
out.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear. World Star Black, what's up with you? Loved ones always tapping in and showing love. Every Thursday we try to rock out with new artists, new producers, and even ones that you may already know. We've been doing this, Takeover Tuesday with a bunch of great artists, and you're going to see a lot of them on the show. And right now we got Mr. 6ixteen in the building on a lovely radio show. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. We know y'all could be anywhere, but y'all right here with us. You know what I'm saying?
We
And
appreciate that.
we're just giving y'all some hip hop background on some, the loved ones that's out here doing great music and keeping, our foot on their neck so they won't try to wipe us out. And now what do you think about this AI artist that they just signed and then dropped recently? What do you think the competition gonna be with the AI artists?
I don't know. That's something that's different to me. I ain't never heard of nothing like that until the morning I was riding to work, and I was like, "What's going on? What?" Then I found out it was a voice behind it.
Yes. And we learning the story behind all of what's going
Yeah.
on. And that's why we created the lovely radio show and all of my own endeavors. I know along the way there are people that will steal your whole get down, your image, your voice, your likeness. So it's very important that you be careful what you sign. Even if
Right.
you're trying to put yourself on and you think a situation is going to be good, if you didn't go look over the contracts with attorneys and people that have your best interests, then later on it's kind of hard when people complain about stuff. So that situation with the artist, a black artist using his voice, allowing that company, whoever owns the AI, to go and get record deals and going, you know what I'm saying? This is all stemming from a contract that's being signed. So if you don't know what's the wording and you know what I mean, and what clauses and different things that's in the contract, you will get screwed in this business. And it is inevitable, especially when you don't read. And they say black people don't read. So name the situation where, you've had to protect your own intellectual property. If you've
Mm.
had if you've had any, because some of us, have had situations and some haven't, and which is good.
Mm.
Because I
I
can
can't
give you,
really, I can't really think of one off back.
well, I can give you an example. I've had, my name used in so many different things, but I
Mm-hmm.
am official Miss Toy Music, of course. But
Mm-hmm.
people, stole my name, put it on they music, so just recently somebody released something that's called Cowboy or something featuring Miss Toy. So sometimes you just never know what angle people are going with. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I see it on my Spotify, that means my name is the one that's under the official business. You feel me? And
So
they
now
don't
that
have
you say that, now that you say that, it is a certain situation that just recently happened.
okay.
I mean, it's been talked about already. Like the person who did it, he didn't. I don't think he intentionally did it. I don't know,
Right.
but it was one day. I wasn't even getting on live that day, but it was a certain day that Tech went live,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a guy who sent in a song for pray, like the same beat as "Pray for Me" and everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, it didn't have the sample on it that mine had on it, but he sung it in the same pattern, like.
Wow.
And I guess when Tech and him finally seen the picture of the guy, he looked exactly like me.
See, they they
But we
they
end
did
up talking.
like that too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we end up talking though. So I mean, he called me. He actually video called me one time.
Mm-hmm.
He was like,
Oh,
"Yeah, man, I didn't know none of that was going on until he played it and all that." I'm like, it's cool, man.
oh
I'm not
wow.
really tripping. I got plenty of music.
Yeah. But the
You know,
whole image and all of that,
it threw me off. It threw me off when I seen him. I'm like, what the?
what happened?
Yeah, because I had my camera off, but when I turned my camera on, he looked at me. He was like, "Whoa!"
Like both
So beard, yeah, your beard is better than mine.
uh. Ain't that something? K Wise got an example. He was in the live and one of the singles that I'm on with him called Nights Over Cali. He here with a producer that I was working with actually playing the beat. And so he was in the live, just so happened to be in the live. And this happens where other people still, because they're not creative enough, or they're, you know what I'm saying, they want to ride the wave, you
Right,
know, we got to make sure that we're registering the music and doing our part before we even put it on social media, because that is where we go wrong. Everybody goes wrong when they're already putting their idea before it's copywritten or trademarked, or you know what I'm saying, you got to put a watermark. What are some of these things that you know what I'm saying, now that happened to you, how are you protecting your own image?
management. I got a great working management, and I got a great team. So like we discuss everything. Every move that we make, we discuss it.
Good, and be a part of it
Yeah,
along the way.
everybody's working. Everybody's in on everything.
Okay, well, I said he tried to steal my beat. I told you. Yeah, everybody needs to be working on the same accord, when it's time to get down to business and when it's time to go. Because the goal is not just the studio part, it's not just the writing of the song. After that, is keeping that song, alive. And that's from registering it and making sure that it's yours and you can use it, because even when you put it on the platforms, just like YouTube, we're not playing the music right here, but we got a lot of music we could have been playing. We could have did a whole concert for y'all if everything was straight over here, but we'll do that later. We're Lovely Radio gonna put something together for y'all.
It's
I,
love.
I I do have a volume one. I do want to drop, for all the artists that I work with and all the artists that's been on my show. So I got some plans to make sure I grab the hottest song from you guys. You know what I'm saying? That y'all have out and we can all push together. Now, King Tech is a dope person, artist, producer, and he's a great leader when it comes to bringing people together. Like, I love the energy that he brings. It's like people just going to show up. How did you guys end up making that connection?
Uh, it happened with my manager. Like he shared the live to me at one point in time. Then I got on there and I liked the platform.
Yeah.
So I started reaching out more. I started sending more music in.
Mm-hmm.
He started realizing that I was really an artist. You know what I'm saying? I was dedicated to my music because I make good music. And we worked something out. It just happened. What happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant to be, it's gonna happen.
That's
So it
true.
happened.
Yeah. And I know Mr. Tan from Baby Boy, and also working with me. He tagged me in one of Dismos and King's Tech live one day, and ever since then, it's like every time one of them went live, I was somewhere in the building, somewhere around, seeing what was actually happening. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
watching the followers grow and people actually coming from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They was just, they was in his live and he like, yo, Miss Toy in the building, boom, boom, boom. And the next thing you know, I'm off
It's
the
good
live.
vibe. It's
I
good vibe.
it's just the grind is heavy. It's
Yeah,
heavy.
it's always good vibes. It
Mm-hmm.
ain't never nothing negative. Like they always showing love. They support anything.
Yeah,
If they got some, it's never negative feedback to any artists out there crushing their dreams.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always love.
Yeah.
That's the kind of platforms I like. People who actually show love. They actually give you feedback.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
actually listen. You know what I'm saying? And they legends.
You ended up on Lovely Radio Show. We got the love over here locked down. You know what I'm saying? The gang got too much hate for us to care about that. We just got to bring the love. And the
That's
love
it. That's what it's about.
it's in everyone has a purpose, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the love shows up in everything that you do when you really live it in your purpose. what are some of the other things that you want to do with your career? Because there's acting, there's books, there's what I'm saying. There's a lot of other things you can do. I know your team got you ready because you're looking like you're ready to jump on somebody's screen right now, low key. Like you need to be CMF or something.
I'm actually looking to do some ghostwriting. Like I ghostwrite now for four different artists. But not only that, I also wanna do some acting. I shot a documentary before about voodoo in New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah.
And I got a book I want to work on writing.
And you can narrate that damn thing,
Yeah, it's called the Katrina effect.
Ooh, okay. Yeah,
How
we don't
Katrina affected me, like as far as after the hurricane,
exactly.
and
Yeah, we want to hear about
it was
that.
a big impact.
No, we want to hear about that in detail. So we'll wait for that book. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna bring you back so you could talk about the book in detail because I know it's so many different things that happens in the world and people don't understand how overcoming obstacles really works. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be stuck into the drama, not knowing after you complete that one little course of drama, there's something else
Right.
always waiting. You know what I'm saying? So don't get too comfortable. What's that drive in you that makes you, get ready for the next obstacle and deal with the next one and the next one? We all have our coping mechanism. I know I do.
Yeah, I mean, people be so caught into the drama, they don't care to look at reality no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like if they see a violent video nowadays, they'll rather look at that than the news telling it's a category 6 hurricane coming into their city.
Right. Right.
They would choose that violent video before that. And then when the hurricane get here, oh, I didn't know about it.
Right. They know about all the different laws. They know about, Trump house being raided. They know about, what I'm saying, all the unnecessary hood
Mhm.
ghetto stuff, but they don't know about what's actually in front of them, because
That's why it's so easy. That's why they say it's so easy for them to hide stuff in plain sight from us.
yeah, yeah. And the lies on top of lies that happen, and that's why I love doing music. I started as a poet, but I feel like expressing myself without arguing with people who are going to do what they're going to do anyway, I'll put it in the music. You know what I'm saying? And I'll
Right.
give you a jewel. Even when I listen back sometime, it let me know where we were in time, so if I drop a jewel in something and I go back and I'm like, see, how did I know that ahead of time? Is because I read, I study, I listen, I read energy, and the world is pretty much showing you who we dealing with every day. If y'all don't know what we dealing with every day, then shame on you. Take them blockers off y'all got on, the tunnel vision y'all got, and start looking around because right now is the time to be more creative, self-sufficient.
Exactly.
You need to have a business plan, a working plan for someone. Because if you're working for someone right now, you're
Mm.
building their empire and you're building their legacy. And there's a time where you're gonna have to stop and think about what am I doing for my own generational wealth? How am I gonna continue to build a legacy? So on a lovely radio show, we want to make sure y'all understand we don't come here to boast and brag about the things that we have done and the accolades and all of that. It's a part of our experience, a part of my life that I've, challenged myself to do some of the things that I've done in this business and some of the things that were actually I was told I couldn't do. I had to do because you told me I couldn't do it. And that's part of being, an adult, because I know we're dealing with a lot of kids. It's a lot of people that's on the internet right now, wish they had the internet when they were kids. That's how I see it. And they doing a lot of kid shit, like, jokes and the dramas and the pranks. And so I feel like this world is so caught up in a disrespectful state that we don't even know how to enjoy each other when it's time to, actually put some information in front of each other. So right now, put some information in front of us that will be useful and that we can go back to, and say, Mr. 6ixteen told us that. If you got some jewels you want to drop, it's the time to drop some jewels.
But the most I can say is if it's your passion, always follow it. Never neglect it. If it's something that you love to do, then keep loving it.
Yeah.
That's the path I took as an artist. Like I never gave up on my music. As many people said, all right, you getting older and older, you might as well give up. I'm like, nah, why would I give up? I put so much work in. If I
Mm-hmm.
give up, then I would be the fool.
Yeah.
Because I still have people out here who enjoy me making music. I still got people out here who I touch with my music.
Mm-hmm.
So if I
Yeah.
was just doing now, I'd be giving up on them too, not just myself. My kids love my music.
It's true. And then somebody gonna pick up the ball just like the other dude try to copy your style. He gonna pick it up and be like, Mr. 16 not doing it no more. So I'm just gonna be him now. So we can't leave room for error like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that'd be. I've been doing this for too long since I was 7 years old.
See, and that's why I appreciate you, sharing your story with us. What's up, everybody that's stepping through the building right now? You know what I'm saying? We just chopping it up with Mr. 16 right here on the lovely radio show every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I drop some jewels. Either I got me a hot artist coming through on my, Zoom or the StreamYard YouTube channel, or I got some music that's playing on MissToyMusic.com. Y'all know whatever way I'm gonna bring it to you. We stream it in several countries right now because of this show. So it's not just only our people in our hood, we in other people's hoods right now too. So thank y'all for tuning in always and having my back over here as an artist, because I know it's a lot of drama out there right now. It's a lot. Just just for people to go number one, they got to pull a stunt. So
That's right.
everybody pulling stunts. You know what I'm saying? So even my loved one told me, Miss Toy, all you got to do is say something crazy and you are going to go viral. Listen, I've been saying crazy shit all my whole career. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. I already been cold like this. You know what I mean?
Hey, hey, I done heard the same thing. I've been trying. Let me see if this gonna work. Let me see if I'm gonna try.
We've been going viral anyway. My song go viral. I appreciate thank you, loved one. I appreciate my loved one sharing go viral and some of my other new joints that I have in the stories on TikTok and everywhere, because I make these songs for y'all for real. You know what I'm saying? I make these songs, I make these joints, these titles, all of that. I pay attention to everything so that I can give you something special for you. Now we all want to go viral, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna run the numbers up. So if y'all got any, you know, acting or some stuff that y'all want to do, go grab Mr. 16 song, pray for me, some of the other songs, and do some of those skits and tag us. You know what I'm saying? Tag us when you show love, because that means other people are getting a chance to see the music as well and hear it. If we don't get no shares and no likes and no comments and stuff, then the algorithm drops and y'all only get to see the fuckery. Now, if y'all just only want to see the fuckery, then I keep doing what y'all doing. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, if y'all want to see us more in the feed, y'all want to hear us more, you got to be a little bit more active. How are you getting your people involved? I know you got the management team. How are you getting your people involved in helping, you know what I'm saying, the algorithm keep going? Mr. 16,
I do a lot of networking. I jump on a lot of lives. Like if I just randomly hop on somebody live, then somebody will mention me like, you know who that is? That's Mr. 16. Then conversation start from there. But I do it old school also. Like back in the day, they used to do footwork. I go out here in the streets and I let people hear my music.
TBT. Boo, 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 boo. Listen, that was a TBT right there for y'all. This is throwback. This is why we on the Thursday, because some of the old school methods gonna always work for us. So if y'all in the streets is what we call them, and you see somebody come up to you and say, you know who that is, boom, 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 we chopping it up. This is real network. This is how the buzz was created. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm with people and they don't know who I am, and somebody, I might walk away and they might be like, dang, that's that girl, Miss Toy. And then the person come back and be like, man, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have people around you that's going to actually tell the story, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always just Miss Toy like that. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? I love communicate. I'm a people person. So once you get a chance to chop it up with me, you might not even know the background if you don't know me off top. You might not know the background, but after you get a chance to, chop it up with me, you'll know that I'm
I got a,
somebody.
I got
Know
I got a crazy story behind that too,
what's
about
up.
the whole footwork in the street and everything. So it was like I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. I was with my brother. This when I first put out, like when I started putting out singles, and
Mm-hmm.
people started really giving me feedback and noticing me. I started dropping stuff on YouTube, SoundCloud. This was SoundCloud Wave.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one day me and my brother went to a Family Dollar or a Dollar General, either one of them. We pulled up in the parking lot and we got out the car. We were standing by the car for a second. It was a Mexican girl, and I want to say either her brother or her boyfriend. They both look. They just standing there looking at us, and I'm like, what are they looking at? My brother looking like, I don't know. You know them? Nah, I don't know 'em. So the girl went in the car. She went and got a piece of paper and a pen. Ran up to me like, "Can I get your autograph?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know me? She was like, "Yeah, you such and such." How you know that? She like, "I seen your video." She pulled the video up for me and everything.
On point. She like,
On
how
point.
how you rolled up on me? See, that's
Yeah,
the
it was crazy. That made me feel some kind of way, and I'm like, damn.
yeah. That love, that genuine
Yeah.
love. And when you reaching people, just like we reaching people now, thank y'all, for being in the chat with us. Thank y'all for coming through on YouTube. When you're reaching other people, you know what I'm saying? I hope to be able to be a part of your network, just like I'm gonna bring you a part of my network and play your songs, and you know what I'm saying? Have our year anniversary on the show date, you know what I'm saying? And do continue to do things to promote you, you know what I'm saying? Just as
Right.
well, some of the other artists, like one of the other guys have on this date in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They always give all the details on what's going on, like your birthday and what you've been doing throughout your career. We need those things, and for people to keep up with. I know all y'all be feeling like it's an overnight sensation need to happen in order for people to love y'all. And you too, Gwen. Make sure you have a great night as well. But tonight we just giving y'all some great history, you know what I'm saying? And we want y'all to be able to go to our pages and support genuinely. You know what I mean? I know that Lovely Radio is not always going, you know, catch your time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe people are busy, but we are in the archives. You know what I'm saying? So you can always go back. And I know Mr. 16 gonna share the links and tell us where we can find you. Then that way, we can continue to network with each other.
You can actually find me on all platforms. I actually just dropped an album called Divine Intervention
See,
on
I love
all platforms
you.
under Mr. 16. If you don't know how to spell it, it's right there, right under the screen. Because I
That's
know a lot of people have a lot of trouble spelling Mr. 16. They either put Mr. 16.
mm-hmm.
I couldn't drop my name like that because there was so many people had that same spelling.
Exactly. It's so many misters. You know what I'm saying?
So many Mr. 16s. But
Yeah.
I never heard of them.
Yeah. I love the way you spell it. Like, it's unique.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Mister, I still know what it says. You know what I'm saying? I know that's just your stamp. That's why it's important that it's spelled.
the actual name came from my sister,
Okay.
but
She gave.
the spelling came from my manager, the gifted.
See, that's teamwork though.
Yeah,
Teamwork. It's very unique. It fits you. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a YouTube channel?
yeah. It's this the same, Mrs. 16. So if y'all want to look for it under, I just dropped a few singles on there, and I got the album on there also.
See? All right. New artists all the time on the Lovely Radio Show. Y'all know I just dropped a new single, Miss Toy Roses, produced by my loved one, Young Ball on the Beat from Dallas, Texas. Of course, I got records out with J-Pad and Juggernaut, and we working on the rock album. So make sure y'all support Miss Toy presents the session with J-Pad and Juggernaut. Then KY is up in this damn thing, and my album that dropped on my birthday on everything. Y'all go stream all of that music. It helps. And I love y'all. And, we'll definitely be back, Mr. 16, because, we got more to talk about because you got some things going on. So y'all
Yes,
make sure,
sir.
tell them, I mean, if you got a shout out or anything right now, that's what you could do. But y'all know, y'all see MissToyMusic.com. Y'all go there, tap and show some love. And Miss Toy that real Twitter and Instagram. Go ahead, Mr. 16.
Oh man, it's so many people. Everybody that ever had something to do with my life, my music, like my mom's, my whole Polar family, my kids, my lady, everybody, my team, the Gifted, King Tech, Roach Killer, Dismos,
Yep.
Speedy, Chris Lowe, the whole Rich Partner, Mouthpiece, Speedy. We got everybody, man. I can name people all day. But
We love our
they know who they is. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? The people, they still there.
And y'all go make sure y'all follow Mr. 16, Instagram, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all keep it locked. You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Lovely Radio Show. I'm your host, Miss Toy. And you know, I'm always bringing y'all that real artists, real producers, organic stuff, creators. And we going to keep it live. You know what I'm saying? So if you are on Spreaker right now, we can ready to play Pray For Me. And I'm out, and I'll see y'all next Thursday. Thank you, Mr. 16.
You know it.
Peace and love. Let go.